Hey guys, so this is going to be a review of Glass. I'm so sorry, this is a spoiler review. I repeat, this is a spoiler review. This movie, right? You don't understand. I was literally at the edge of my seat. Like I was like, oh my god, this movie is so fucking awesome, so awesome. I need to give you some spoiler details because it's one of those films where it's a spoiler review. Okay, that's all you need to know. It's in the title. I've said it about 5 times now. It's a spoiler review. So this is a movie sequel from like you could either say Unbreakable or Split, but obviously if you've seen Split, again spoiler for Split, but you find out that it's in the whole Unbreakable universe. So first off, do you need to see those two movies before seeing this? Now, I wish I saw Unbreakable. I've never seen Unbreakable. I know the whole sort of premise of Unbreakable, but I wish I knew more about it because I didn't really know much about the characters that are in it. Bruce Willis's character or Mr. Glass's character either. I didn't really know their characters that much, especially Glass. So I did wish that I saw Unbreakable first, but I definitely will be seeing Unbreakable after that. Do you need to see Split? So I recommend if you're not seeing Unbreakable, see Unbreakable first. When it comes to Split, not really no, because this is where I did see one review, which I can't remember his name. Either way, is the guy who rates it like either like spectacular or it's better when you're drunk, which he rated this film better than he's drunk. I've lost all credit for him. What the fuck? Anyway, we'll get into that review. But he said that it's more of a Split sequel than an Unbreakable. Basically, you get to know obviously the character of Kevin, um, from the film Split. So I wouldn't necessarily say you need to know, um, you need to watch Split before watching this movie because it goes into, Kevin's character quite a bit. But I definitely highly recommend you watch Unbreakable first. So that's that for that. It does go into a little bit of detail of the other two characters, as I said, of David. It it just helps if you see Unbreakable first, if that makes any sense. You get enough information about Kevin. So this movie, as I said, I fucking loved it. Like it was freaking awesome. Like awesome. So the presence of it is basically you go into David Dunn's character where he's looking for the Horde, which is Kevin. Again, that little bit may be a bit confusing, but Kevin is a character from Split that has split personalities. Um, but one of his main characters is Horde, who likes to kidnap girls, and yeah, that's basically it. Basically, so he obviously is looking for this guy. They end up fighting, get caught by the police by this ginger woman. Now, can I just say, I was right all this long because from the very beginning, she pops on the screen. I didn't like her. I wanted her to like die somehow. I did not like her. Like, there's something about her, and that I didn't like, and it was right. I was fucking right, guys. Like, I was so right. I'm like, I called that because I knew there was something fishy with her, and it's not just because she's ginger. Really, it's not because she's ginger. Sorry if I offend gingers, but I honestly, I've had some bad times with gingers like crossing me, and I'm very wary of them. I'm sorry, nothing personal. But yeah, she kind of tries to convince him that they're all mentally ill and there's not such thing as superheroes, basically. So you got them three. Obviously, Glass. Oh my god, his character. This is why I still want to see Mr. Unbreakable. But basically, Mr. Glass is already in this mental asylum, and he's supposed to be doped up on drugs. But again, this is a spoiler review. He is manipulative, and he's kind of been swapping them with aspirin, and he's actually a genius, guys. He's a genius. Anyway, but yeah, so you've got all three. So you've got the girl from Split. When I saw her on screen, I literally had a Fundum in my brain. I was like, yeah, Renovus from Split and stuff. Basically, she goes there because she wants to see him. She finds out he's been captured. She wants to see him. But basically, because obviously he let her go. I don't want to give too much away, split if you're not being split, but he was one of the girls he let her go because she was broken, and when she saw him, she managed to get to Kevin because all the different personalities, especially Patricia, is like, no, Kevin, no, we're covering Kevin, we are covering Kevin, we're not Kevin out, but she obviously has the power to do it, and how, in the last scene we kind of figured out why he thought she was broken, and we kind of linked up together when she got picked up by her uncle. Basically, her uncle, she's in a foster care now, and she thanked him like, you know, I told him what she didn't, whatever. Anyway, it was really that happened, and you've got David's dad, David's son, who, as I said, not seen Unbreakable before. I don't know if it goes into detail of that, but he tells his son he's a superhero or something like that. I don't know. As I said, not seen Unbreakable. And you go into Mr. Glass's mother. And they all sort of team up and stuff. And the ending's sad, but it's genius as well, because it's like, yes, Mr. Glass. I knew, like, it couldn't have just ended like that. Okay, it still ended sadly because I didn't want all three of them to end up dead. But it turns out Mr. Glass set it all up. And basically, there's cameras all over the place. He tells them, sort of leaves a clue where they're going, but they weren't going there. They went through the basement because of the cameras and stuff, and like basically filming these people like just doing like superhero stuff or whatever, superhuman stuff, should I say. And that one last thing that he did, where basically that ginger bitch, basically there's a lot of him. There's a lot of him. And she's in the comic store. She's looking through comics, and then she overhears conversation about, I can't remember what the superhero is, but it's kind of linked to Mr. Glass, and then she clicks, and then she realises that he streamed the whole thing, and those three people uploaded it on the internet, and you see her screaming down the hall. And it's like all these people like looking on their phones, looking at this. Basically, it's an origin story of superheroes, which is fucking awesome. It's awesome. Like, superhero, what's it, of literally an origin story of superheroes, which Marvel haven't done, DC hasn't done. I don't know if Captain Marvel, though, is kind of, I don't know. Either way, it's fucking awesome. Now, let's go back to that idiot's review. Jeremy, that's it, Jeremy. So, he basically said he went in more so being like, you know, a what's it of Unbreakable, but it was more centered, as I said, more centered around the character Kevin. But even though that, this is what I mean, this is going to be one of those films where people are going to be disappointed because it's not what they expected. They wanted it to be about like Unbreakable and stuff, and it's like it's going to be clouded because it's still a good film. And that's the thing, like he said, it first act was great, second act was great, and third act fall apart. It was like any other superhero movie. It's like, no, it was not any other superhero movie. Like, are you serious? Like, really? Any other really? Really, Jeremy? I'm sorry. I really like him I don't really watch like movie reviews, but there's a few I do, and he's one of them because he seems. I just think it's stupid. You know, that is a stupid. What the hell is wrong with you? Sorry, Jeremy. Either way, if this ends up turning into like a superhero adventure, I think it's going to be more so realistic, like superhero powers as such, because I remember when they were trying to tell that ginger woman how it is real, you know, superheroes, the origin, Superman didn't always fly. I think it's going to be more so like grounded, so you're not going to see people flying around and stuff. It's going to be like geniuses, people that can like break walls, maybe people who can run fast. Probably not as fast as like Quicksilver or Flash, maybe not, maybe that's too thingy. Maybe people that are telepathesis or whatever, can make objects move. Maybe I think it's gonna be more grounded than like say Marvel and DC, which may be better for people who are like, they're so not realistic and stuff like that. But either way, I fucking love this film. I love it. I honestly, I came out, I was so, like, if you could have seen me in my cinema, like, you could see all my facial expressions, like, this movie it was just freaking awesome. I loved it. And if I was to, I'm going to rate it, guys, I'm going to rate it out of 10. I will rate it 9, I'm not even lying, 9.5. because no movie's perfect. Well, okay, some movies are perfect, but that movie is goddamn awesome. You need to freaking see it. As I said, I recommend seeing Unbreakable first. If you haven't seen Split, you don't necessarily need to see Split to see this film. Oh my god, he's acting. Okay, I need to talk about James McAvoy's acting again, which I praised in Split. Fucking awesome. He's an awesome fucking actor. I still thought he should have got an Oscar-winning performance in Split, and I still believe it in this film as well. He is freaking awesome. Obviously, all the other characters are really good, but come on, James McAvoy, fucking awesome. But yeah, that is my spoiler review of this film, and I mean, if you think otherwise, just fine, whatever, I don't care, really, what you think. I just want to justify it and say I fucking love this film, and you're an idiot if you don't like this film. So, bye guys.